Hello, today I'm joined by pitcher for the Virginia Tech Hokies, Graham Seitz. All right, Graham, thanks for coming in. After last year's 21-33 record, and only winning 8 games in the ACC in Coach Sheff's first year, what steps do you guys look to take this year, year number 2?
Um, well, there was complete turnover in the roster last summer. We kind of cleared house a little bit and just kind of wanted to bring in fresh new faces in order to completely change the culture that we've had around here. In year 2 now under Sheff, we're just trying to focus more on kind of truly understanding the team and all that we want to do and grow together, and understanding the importance of the camaraderie we have on our team, and all that we can do with that. So bringing in guys of not only high skill but also high character of that caliber is really important to him and important to this whole staff. And that's kind of something he's really wanted to implement, as he reiterates many times in his meetings with us, just how important it is for us to hold each other accountable, hold this team accountable if we really want to do something cool. So yeah, we had, in my 2 years, we haven't had a good season yet, and that's been unfortunate, but there is room, nowhere else to really go down, at least. But we're looking to completely change this program and truly flip it upside down in order to kind of give Tech and represent the Hokies well. And I think that we have the ability to do that with the addition of 9 or 10 junior college transfers, as well as a bunch of freshmen, many of which are really talented and all have their own stories of how they got there. And it's really a neat group of guys that I think we could do something with.
You talked about camaraderie there, but you also touched on the turnover in the roster, how many new players you have. How is it hard to build camaraderie when every year you have a solid percentage of the team being new players and new faces from the junior colleges and also just freshmen incoming?
Mm-hmm. It's definitely tough for the first few weeks, but we're able to, for example, this year we started with something called the program, which was a 2-day military-style workout. None of us knew each other. We didn't even know each other's names yet. And that camaraderie was just built. None of us know, like we all know now, I guess, why we're here, and we all have different paths to how we got here. And it may suck to compare it to past seasons, but you have to build your own camaraderie each year with the team that you're dealt. So it may be unfortunate in the moment when guys are leaving and you're unsure why guys are leaving, but it's definitely really neat to see how well a team can come together and truly want to compete together after just meeting each other a few days prior. So yes, it is tough to rebuild that camaraderie each year, but you all have to understand why you're here and what your importance is, what your individual importance is on the team.
Who of these new players, and Coach Sheff's done a really good job of recruiting the JUCO kids since he got here, are there any new faces this year that Hokies fans should look out for?
Yeah, there's a few freshmen as well as a few junior college transfers that I'd say to be on the lookout for. One junior college transfer stands out like none other, and that's Kerry Carpenter. He's a right fielder from Florida. He played 2 years at junior college, same junior college as Nick Owens, who's a senior here now for his second year. Kerry comes in with Jason Hurd from St. John Rivers, and he's looking to make an impact on this team. He's really talented, hit for power. He just gets on base. And then a few freshmen that I'd highlight are first pitcher Chris Gerard. He's really talented left-hand pitcher. Looking to be a weekend guy for us from Jersey. Nick Biddison, catcher utility guy from Richmond, Virginia. Really talented kid. Looking to see what he can do here, as well as Carson Taylor. If any of you remember Tom Stoffel from years past, Carson Taylor could be the next Tom Stoffel. This kid tore it up all fall. He's a switch hitting catcher and first baseman, and he's ready to make an impact for the Hokies. So those 4 stand out like none other, but it's really a talented group through all. So excited to see where it goes.
So you walked on your freshman year, and you carved out a nice little role in the back end of the bullpen for yourself the past 2 years. What do you look for personally going into your junior year? Any personal goals for yourself, or also team goals you can touch on?
More consistency, I'd say. I kind of let my highs get pretty high and my lows get a little low, as I threw a lot last spring, leading the team in appearances and throwing a ton in that regard. So I'm assuming a decrease in my appearances because of more guys of competitive kind of range or whatever. Got more guys that can come in tight situations that Sheff and I touched on last year. So I think appearances will go down, but I'm just My goal is better consistency with that. And if my role is setting up, or if my role is long relief, or if I'm to close again, or even spot start, who knows what the coaches have in store for us, or we don't even know yet. But my goal is just to be truly consistent each outing I have, and don't let my highs get too high and don't let my lows get too low. I know that sounds cliche, but it's something that's so true, and I think that could really help me really excel for my third year here at Tech.
So overall focus on quality of appearances and not quantity of appearances.
Yes.
All right, Graham. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Good luck this season. Go Hokies.
Go Hokies.